Good, happy Friday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, driver found passed out with 4-year-old in vehicle. A man was found Thursday afternoon passed out behind the wheel of an SUV in Manchester with a 4-year-old child in the back seat, police said. Benjamin Philbrick, 34, of Milford, is charged with endangering the welfare of a child and aggravated driving while intoxicated. Police said at about 4:30 p.m., Philbrick was taking a right turn on Queen City Avenue to 2nd Street when he passed out. His car was running when officers arrived. Officers said they smelled alcohol on Philbrick's breath and found 2 syringes in the vehicle. One of the syringes was uncapped and contained a brownish liquid believed to be heroin, police said. The syringes, which was sent to the state lab for testing, was within arm's reach of the child, who was not restrained in the vehicle, police said. Philbrick was arrested after officers conducted a field sobriety test, police said. Police said the child was not hurt and was placed in custody of a family member. Philbrick was arraigned Friday and ordered held on $5,000 bail. Bella's mother, McCarthy, said girl was demon, was her time to die. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston. Okay, it looks like we're having a little technical difficulties with the video. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. Rochelle Bond, the mother of the 2-year-old whose body washed up on a Boston Harbor island, is testifying in the murder trial of Michael McCarthy. Michael McCarthy, 37, is accused in the death of Bella, the toddler known for months as Baby Doe, after her body was found on Deer Island in June of 2015. Rochelle's bond testimony began with answering questions about losing custody of her child, her chemical history, and her history of drug use. Jurors were informed that Bond's testimony was a requirement in her own plea deal, and the judge instructed them to scrutinize the credibility of her answers. When the questioning turned to Bella's life, Bond admitted she did not remember the exact date of her daughter's death. She only remembered that it was the beginning of June. Bond also testified that McCarthy, who would discipline the little girl in their shared home, at least once, she said, he put the child in a closet. She also described the night that she saw McCarthy punch the child in the stomach. The girl was on the bed, and Bond said her whole body bounced with force of the blow. Bond said McCarthy also threatened to kill her when she tried to leave the room with the girl's body. She said he put his hands around her neck and she blacked out. In a later discussion, Bond said she asked McCarthy what he did. Previous testimony in the case included Michael Sparksley, who tearfully described his close friendship with McCarthy, saying McCarthy helped him during drug addiction. But before the toddler's death, Sparksley said he told Bella's mother, Rochelle Bond, to get away from McCarthy because of his beliefs in the supernatural. Sparksley said McCarthy believed Bella was possessed by demons. Prosecutors said McCarthy beat the toddler to death, stored her body in a refrigerator, then dumped her in the Boston Harbor. A composite image of the girl was shared by millions on social media. Prosecutors say Sparksley helped authorities identify the girl. One killed in Deersend head-on crash. One person was killed Friday morning in a head-on crash on Route 27 in Deersend, according to Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Deputies said the car was traveling south, crossed the center line, and hit a car head-on north. The driver of the northbound car was killed in the crash. A passenger in that car and the driver of the other vehicle were taken to the hospital with serious injuries, deputies said. The names of the people involved have not been released, pending the notifications of family members. Route 27 was closed more than 3 hours while deputies investigated the crash. And now let's take a look at your stock market and see how your stocks closed this Friday evening. And here's a look at your stock market right now. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your S&P 500 index closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. RUSS 2K closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Stocks close at all-time highs as Street shrugs off jobs report. U.S. equities rose to record levels on Friday as Wall Street shrugged off a jobs report that came in well below expectations. Penn State proposes new safety reform after pledges death. In the wake of the death of a Pennsylvania State University student who died after falling at a fraternity house, the school today announced a proposal for new reforms, including the transfer of control regarding fraternity insurgency misconduct from the Greek system to the university. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. See you back here tomorrow. Bye, everyone.